Hi, I'm Nicole Crane, and today I'm going to be talking about pussy intuition. And a brief overview of pussy intuition is that I believe that our actual intuition doesn't come from the gut like a lot of sayings would have you believe. I do think that there are different levels of intuition at different levels of the body. There's heart intuition, there's mind intuition, which ironically I believe to be the least smart intuition. There's the gut intuition, which, I mean, honestly, if that's the only thing that you're connected to, I do believe it's very important to listen to your gut instinct or your gut intuition. But I think that the most sophisticated, um, although sometimes it's the most hard to tap into, is either sacral or pussy intuition. So in uh, Liana Silver's book, Feminine Genius, she talks about your pussy or your womb or like your low belly, pelvis, solar plexus area as being your oracle. And honestly, I think that to take it one step further of like listening to your internal voice or like your inner intuition, your oracle is the deepest connection to your higher self. So if you follow human design, there's also a theory on that. Like my result from that is the builder. Um, sorry, I'm like trying to get through these different notes that I have. So it's oh, I'm sorry, not the builder, the generator. So like I really thought it was fascinating because um, generators have what they call sacral authority. So we tap into our own intuition in the sacral area. And I just thought it was fascinating that it says in the kind of little description that we're inclined to make sounds with our sacral. So is yes, is no, and is I don't know. And honestly, in my experiments with my own pussy intuition, I've kind of found a very similar situation. Like, and maybe I'm not as sophisticated, or maybe I'm just kind of a baby in my own personal explorations with this. But honestly, I feel like the no is always really clear. Like there's almost like an angry, irritated feeling. And I actually feel my intuition very physically in like my vaginal canal. So there's like an angry, like irritated feeling as a distinct no. And sometimes if I'm very tuned into my body and I'm very comfortable and very relaxed, I get a very full yes, which feels like ecstatic turn on. So it's a lot more fun to play with than like I notice if I try to tune into what my gut is feeling, a lot of times if I'm overly anxious, it feels like a no because there's just like worry going on and things like that. And so I feel like by tuning into pussy intuition, it kind of overrides that anxiety and there's less of that like mental chatter or the monkey brain or that like obsessive stuff going on. And it's very action oriented, very outcome oriented. It's um, and it's like less overly optimistic than heart driven intuition. So kind of as a final touch, I do want to get into what Liana Silver had to say about like specific feelings and whatnot. So she says your oracle's no can come with feelings of clarity, solidity, and self-affirmation, while a fear-based, addiction-based, or analytical-based no can come with feelings of confusion, compulsion, vitriol, and self-doubt. And then she says, your oracle's yes can come with feelings of clarity, solidity, and self-affirmation, while a fear-based, addiction-based, or analytical-based yes can come with feelings of confusion, compulsion, mania, and self-doubt. So honestly, I feel like that's kind of the case with intuition, or intuition in general, is kind of like that solid, grounded, calm yes or no versus like a kind of jumpy, panicky, fear-based yes or no. So I just would really love to encourage you, like when you have some time to really focus on things, then I feel like you can really tap into like what your specific yes feels like, or what your specific no feels like, and then you kind of have a baseline. So then it's easier to say, okay, am I just anxious today? Am I just insecure today? Is there something going on in the back of my mind that's influencing my yes or my no? And it helps kind of dissolve that external influence and really helps you tap into your own voice, so to speak. So I hope that that makes sense. If you have any questions or any feedback on this information, or you just like to share your personal experience with that, please let me know. You can contact me at NicoleCraneCoach@gmail.com, and I would love to hear from you. Thanks so much for spending a few minutes, and I would love to hear your feedback. Have a great night. Mwah.